Hello everyone, Jerry Smith here at Blockade Runner. Today we're going to talk about advanced musket care in a nutshell. Thanks for joining us today. Yes, I did say in a nutshell. I'm going to give you the short and dirty on this. Alright, you've got your musket, right? Everybody knows you're supposed to keep your musket oiled, but over-oiling is the enemy of all your internal working parts. You got too much oil on the outside, no big deal. You take a rag, you wipe it down, you're done. Internal parts, another thing. Alright, have you ever removed this lock plate? It's really easy, there's nothing to it. All I want you to do, half cock that hammer, flip it on over. You got your two screws right here. Take the old flathead screwdriver and you back both these out. This lock plate drops out. Okay? Now, you're going to need either a compressor, which a lot of people don't have, so just go down to any office supply, get a can of compressed air. Flip that sucker up with all your internal parts exposed and you blow all the junk off. Now, take a good lubricant, something that's made for machine parts. You know I love Ballistol. Spray it down with Ballistol. Alright, make sure you get all the parts. Take your rag, clean off the excess you can reach with that, then reach for that compressed air and blow away all the excess oil. Right back in, start your two screws and tighten them back up. Now, here's something that is just a very, very common mistake that so many people make. Over tightening. Never over tighten anything. You just want them snug. Back in there, nice and snug. Don't over tighten. It can cause you so many problems. You over tighten, you can actually cause the part to become wood bound, which means they're not going to work. They're bound against the wood. And excessive or consistent over tightening will even sink or compress the wood where your lock plate sets, and your lock plates will become off kilter and it won't strike the nipple properly. Okay? Easy cheesy, anybody can do it. Now, talk about the nipple. I always like to use a good socket style of nipple wrench. Alright? Put it on, make sure it's seated well, off to the left, there you go. Nothing to it. Even if you don't remove the nipple, every now and then, break it loose, twist it back, okay? If you let this thing go for a year and you don't remove it, you're going to be sending it to me or Todd or some other gunsmith, and we're going to be taking your barrel off and taking a torch to this to get it out, okay? So it's really easy to do. Every now and then, back that nipple completely out, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, put a drop of oil on it. Okay, stupid nipple, so I'm not going to take it completely out. Put a drop of oil on it, screw it back down. I told you this was going to be short and dirty. And you're good to go. Alright, you want to know that if the nipple is clean, hold it up to the light. Look, there should be a tiny little pinhole. Alright, if there's not, you got other problems. Get your nipple pick out, start working on it, get that compressed air, blow through it. Nipples are cheap. Keep a few spares. You can throw these things away. They're $6, $7, nothing. Alright, we're going to tighten that back down. Remember, don't over tighten. That's the biggie. Okay. Once or twice a year, I want you to take this barrel off. Okay? Why oh why? Because it will rust underneath if you don't oil it from time to time. 3 barrel bands. Flathead screwdriver. Loosen, loosen, loosen. You're not going to back them all the way out because there are knurls on the other side. The reason there are knurls on here is those dumb privates can't back the screws all the way out and lose them. So, loosen them. Do not take them off. Tang screw right here. Let me lift that hammer down. Tang screw. Back it completely out. Slide these barrel bands off one at a time. Lift the barrel out, oil the bottom, wipe it down, replace it. Nothing to it, right? All right, Put your tang screw back in, barrel bands back on, tighten them down. Again, do not over tighten, and you are done. That is pretty much it. Boys and girls, this thing is simple as can be. Now, unless something is broken, don't start taking your lock plate apart. They are easy, but there's no need in taking it apart just for fun. You'll lose something every time. So if you don't have the spare parts, don't do it. Okay? And that's pretty much it. Let's take just a moment to talk about the things you need to keep your musket clean. Now, if you are a shooter, there's a couple of things you're going to need that the normal run-of-the-mill reenactor won't. One is a screw-type ball puller. Okay? Screws right on the end of your ramrod. You're going to pull the ball for whatever reason. You can't make it fire, blah, blah, blah. Lots of different reasons. On the end of the ramrod, down she goes. You push and twist to the right. It's going to dig right into that ball and you draw it out. Secondly, a fouling scraper for the bottom of the bore. Nothing will clean the bottom of the bore like this will. Okay? Even if you're just a reenactor and you don't like fire, you really should have one, or at least there should be one or two in the company that you guys can pass around. Now, if you don't have anything else, have a brass jag. The screws on the end of your ramrod. You thread the rag through, and this is how you dry your barrel, this is how you oil your barrel, this is how you clean your barrel. Best tool you will own. Nipple pig. Gotta have it. Okay? Not only do you use this for cleaning the nipple itself, but when you remove the nipple, fouling will build up in the nipple well. Okay? Take a flashlight, shine down in that well, take this little nipple pick that junk away. Don't let it build up, it will turn to stone. Okay, now you know that I love the socket style of nipple wrench. So, use the old sliding T-handle, use the 1842, you can use the infield privates. Okay, now that's not to say that the 1855 and the 1863 aren't good wrenches. This is just what I prefer. A good 3-brush set. They screw right on the end of your ramrod, and you use them for everything. You got tough fouling, you use a brass brush. It's just a normal everyday cleaning. Use your nylon brush. The swab, I don't use the swab for cleaning, I use it for oiling. Because you use this for regular cleaning, it's just going to turn to filth. Okay, so use your rags on your jag for cleaning. Use your swab for oiling. Okay, and then of course, it's good to have an extra adapter, so these things get lost easily. This is what connect all these other items to the ramrod. Okay, nothing to it. Of course, you don't need all of this. You can get by with much less, but it just makes the job easier. All right, hope this was helpful. Thanks for joining us today. Now, be sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you next time here at the Blockade Runner.
Thank you.